What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Bruce. This is what's popping, and in today's video we're going to be unboxing the brand new dock with helmet from Back to the Future, and then heading straight over to the Pop Protectorverse to check out how you can protect your pop investments. That is right, guys. In today's video we're going to start off by just unboxing an incredible figure. We have a lot to get to today, so I'm going to jump straight into it. We recently picked up the dock with helmet from the new Back to the Future wave. Guys, there are a lot of awesome pops in this wave. I dig all of them, but I'm having to limit my Back to the Future collecting just because there's too many pops to collect here. So you can see in the back here we have all sorts of iterations of Marty and Doc in all kinds of different poses. I like the Biff. I'm going to try to pick up the Biff at some point. I've got the original Marty and Doc. We'll get to that a little bit later in the video. So I had to pick this one up, guys. I've loved some of the new exclusives. I love the exclusive Marty in his Western outfit, the exclusive Marty when he's visiting his dad as Darth Vader from like a weird Star Trek Star Wars mashup. I love that. I love those pops. I love Marty with the guitar, but there's just too many of them now. So I went with this one because it's such an iconic pop, and it's from a scene that I really love and really enjoy from the movie. It's one of my favorite scenes.
Doc? Don't say a word.
When Marty goes back to the past for the first time and meets Doc and has to convince him that he's come through this time machine that Doc's created. So let's have a look at this pop out of the box first off. And guys, as Funko have been doing with their recent figures, this one is just so detailed. It reminds me a little bit of the Ron with Howler pop, in that when you look at the diagram that Doc is holding of the flux capacitor, it's got all the writing on there. It's got the equations. It says things like flux I can't even read it, it's so small. Flux compression, it's got the equation, it's got everything going on there. It's got the detail on that drawing of all of the lines that have been drawn on the flux capacitor. As you move up through the Doc figure, his coat is really resembling the same as it was in that scene. It's that mad science vibe that we get from the first time that we see Doc in a more of a youthful state than we see him in the beginning of the movie. And then of course he's wearing that awesome headgear, which is just mad scientist to the max. I mean, he meets Marty, sticks a probe on his head, and immediately says he's going to start reading his thoughts, which I thought was such a cool scene from the movie. And so this is a pop I absolutely had to have. It was one from my Back to the Future collection that I had to pick up. Now, you guys know I'm not really a completionist. I'll collect the pops that I like, and that's how I think we should all go about our collecting. Collect what you like and enjoy what you like. So I was really excited to get this figure, but of course it did mean that my Back to the Future set was no longer complete. Womp womp. Exactly. So I went back, and you guys can see behind me here, I don't keep a lot of pops in box. Most of my pops are out of box, and I just keep them out and enjoy them. But there are some that I think either look so cool in box that I can't take them out, or they fit better in a certain area of my collection. You know, like my Game of Thrones stuff's all out because it all fits nicely. My Harry Potter stuff all fits together. There's some pops that I've just collected one or two, and I keep them in box. So I went back to my Back to the Future collection, and I was like, you know what? I've got my new Doc. Upside down, I got my new Doc. I am going to put him in a pop protector, and I'm going to protect him. So I went through my collection, and as I pulled out my Doc, my old Doc, I pulled out my original Doc, he fell, and I'm going to take him on this protector and I'll show you what happened to him. So what happened was, the protector, this protector was sent to me from somebody, one of the collectors I bought from. They were kind enough to add a pop protector in with the purchase that I made. And you guys can see it's pretty flimsy, and the pop actually doesn't fit snugly in the protector. So when the protector hit the floor, unfortunately so did Doc. And Doc now has a big dent in his box at the top there. He's got a couple of dents along the bottom, but the biggest one is here on the top. So what I think happened was the protector was just a bit too flimsy. He didn't fit in properly, so as it hit the floor, Doc got a dent.
Do you know what this means? It means that this damn thing doesn't work at all.
You gotta help me.
Exactly. So after doing a quick one of these,
Lily, all you use your indoor woo.
Sorry.
I decided to head over to the Protectorverse.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
That is right, guys, and I'll leave the link to get to the Protectorverse right here below, so you guys can go check that out. But guys, they have an absolutely amazing website full of ppjoe products for all of the South African collectors that are inbox collectors or just trying to keep some of your pops safe. The pop protectors range from the 0.5 mil, the 0.45 mils. They've got hard stacks, they've got stackable hard stacks, they've got 6-inch protectors, they've got 10-inch protectors, they've got protectors for 2 packs. They have all sorts of cool stuff. So I decided, you know what, I've got some pops coming in that I need to protect. I've got some Sesame Street ones coming in that are going to go all together with my old Sesame Street pops, and I need some protectors. I've got, I think there's a great deal there was on the site when I was there. That was I think $220 for 10 of the clear 5 mil protectors. So I went ahead and picked those up, sent Wayne a message that the payments had gone through, got an immediate response saying that I would have my pops the next day, and I was like, yeah, sure.
You serious?
Sure, dude. You've got the shipping. That afternoon, next day, my pops arrived, and I ended up with an awesome stack. Still got the package here, I'm still going through them, of Pop Protectorverse 5mm ppjoe protectors. So what I love about these guys is that they are really easy to assemble. I've had a lot of issues with pop protectors in the past. These you can just literally pop open, pop. Yes, there are pop references absolutely everywhere in this video. These you can just pop right open like so, and there's your pop ready to go. Where's Doc? Where'd I put him? Well, here's Old Doc. Let's take Old Doc, and Old Doc will just slide right in there. You can close him up, and then you have the satisfying feeling of removing that plastic.
It's like the best part.
Grab a cola. Oh, what's your hurry, cowboy? Savor the moment.
So some people have got their protectors and be like, these protectors are murky or whatever. It's just a protective shield covering it, so that when you are displaying your pop for the first time, or when you're going to put it in your wall, or however you're displaying your inbox pops, you have a pristine collector to do it with, a pristine protector to do it with, sorry. So you can go ahead and pop your pop right in there. Guys, you know how pop protectors work, so I'm not going to go through the whole process of putting them in. But what Wayne did, and it was really kind of him, was he sent over a few extra protectors for me to have a look at and to review here on the channel. So I'm going to quickly show those off to you, because they brought in some really cool themed protectors that really help your pops to pop even more. So your inbox collectors, you guys are going to love these, and there's a couple of them. So I'm going to start off with, first off, I'm going to show you my ET pop. So this is my ET pop. Great figure, absolutely love him. Picked him up quite recently, and was a must-have for the collection. Then the ppjoe collector I popped him into is the 0.5mm Grail collector. Now this is just exactly the same as the clear collector. They've got the ppjoe logo on the back and everything, except they've got this cool silver lining around it. So every pop has a silver lining. Now yours can too. I absolutely dig this one. So ET is safe and he is staying in that protector. Another really cool one that I got sent was the festive season 1. Now guys, there are so many pops out there of, you know, Christmas versions of pops that they've done. I haven't collected too many of those, but I do have my Chase buddy Elf from Elf. So he's got into one of those, and it really brings out the figures so nicely. I absolutely adore it. I only have the one, so I'm not going to be picking up another one of these, but that is really cool. These are really cool ways to display your pops, and for the inbox collectors, this is like an inbox collector's dream, and you may finally have an argument for why inbox collecting could be superior to out-of-box collecting if you have cool little extras that you can add to your pops. What I think is amazing about these figures and these protectors, and what I'm going to use them for the most, is for my signed pops. So I like my signed pops to be in the hardest protectors I've got. So if I have it in a 0.5mm or a 0.45mm, I know it's going to be taken care of. And then it's cool to have something that makes the autograph stand out even more. We're already trying to use paint pens and all that kind of stuff to make sure that your autograph pops stand out. I have this weaponized Rick Chase from Rick and Morty that I got signed by David Angelo Roman over at Comic-Con. So I put him in this protector, and it just makes it look like Rick has gone mad all over the box, and I just think it looks so cool. So that's one that's really awesome. It makes that little green autograph stand out even more, and it also lets my little drawing of Rick stand out even more. So I'm really chuffed with that. Fits the theme of the pop nicely. I think this one is one that'll be for the horror collectors, maybe the guys who have Ghostbusters. This would look really cool, some Ghostbusters pops in it. Anything that's got some slime, or you know, Rick has always got that drool, so it fits Rick quite nicely. And you can play around with these. They're not, I think they're about 10 rand they work out depending how many you buy from Pop Protectorverse. They're about 10 rand more than your average protector. So if you're looking for something to theme your pops a bit, it's really a nice way of just adding to your collection. He sent me a lovely Valentine's one, or a hearts one, and I don't have anything in my collection that has hearts or anything, so I went with something red. and this just looks really cool. I went with my flocked panda pool, so I took my flocked panda pool, the chase version, which I hunted for like crazy when they came out here in South Africa, and added him to this red protector, and he just looks really cool. It frames the pop nicely, it brings a bit more of the character out of the pop, and it's just, for those inbox collectors, it helps you to have something more than just a stack of boxes on your wall, which I think is really cool. Louis Leroux was doing some good work with these a little while back, not with protectors necessarily, but with displays for inbox collectors in terms of having these like massive pop boxes that you could put all your pops into. I thought they were really cool, but being an out-of-box collector, it wasn't something for me. And then obviously you have, you know, you can only fit, I think you could fit about 20 pops into one of those. So they're cool if you are a contained collector, if you're collecting just Lord of the Rings or just Star Wars or something that you can fit your grails into. It's really cool. But then guys, this one, probably this next protector and the silver grail protector are my two favorites, just because I think they make the pop stand out the most and you can get the most mileage out of them. You don't need a specific pop, you know. For the festive one you need a specifically festive pop, and for the hearts one you need either a nice red pop, it could go with something bloody as well, so maybe your Walking Dead pops could fit in there, if you just, you know, ignore the heart shapes around it. I think it really works for the Deadpool figures. But to go along with the Grail protectors, the silver lined ones are what they call the Star Wars protectors, and I think that these are really versatile. So firstly, I went ahead and put my Imperial Death Trooper signed by Victor Buerta in one of these, just because again, it's a protector that's going to protect that pop from nicely. The pop fits in snugly. And the black and gold surrounding, and some like the stars dotted around there, which are really cool, really helps the figure to, firstly the figure to stand out, which is always great, but in this case helps the autograph to stand out. So for my autograph pops, aside from like the Rick, which is signed with a green pen or something like that, I think I'm going to go for picking up some of these Star Wars protectors that can help that autograph to stand out a bit. It really goes well with this one because he's signed with a silver pen, and it just brings that out even more. And just to bring that point home a little bit more, I did get hold of another one of these, and I have a Nathan Drake sitting in one. So my Nathan Drake was obviously signed by Nolan North over at Comic-Con, and he's in a beautiful gold pen. That gold goes beautifully with that black border and with that with the yellow in the middle, so it looks really cool, and it really helps your autograph figures to stand out. That is going to be my main purpose in the future for buying these from Pop Protectorverse, is to get ones that help the autographs to stand out, because that is absolutely awesome. Last up guys, we have something that I think is really cool, something that I would never have thought of, and that was Wayne sent me some glow-in-the-dark pop protectors. Now, I didn't realize how many glow-in-the-dark pops I actually have, but for you guys who have glow-in-the-dark pops that you want to keep inbox and show inbox, these are really cool. The glow on these is absolutely amazing. I struggled to get it to go around on the turntable and show the glow off properly, so I'm just gonna stick a picture there, you can have a look. But I put my Dr. Zen and Bloom in there because he's one of my best glowing figures. And yeah, this is just so cool. These pop protectors stand out. Every time I leave the room, I turn the light off and I turn around, I now have this pop protector shining back at me, even brighter than some of the pops themselves. So that is something that's really awesome, and for you inbox collectors who like your glow-in-the-dark pops, this is definitely one for you. Even if you aren't going to be looking at a glow-in-the-dark pop, the little bit of like silver that frames the pop is still really cool for these, and something that I think is really awesome, and is something that that's going to help you to display your figures and make them look that much better if you are an inbox collector. Now, Wayne is waiting on a little bit of stock. It should be coming in around September, middle of September, somewhere around there, depending on all the stuff that's going on, you know, where we are in the world at the moment. So there is some awesome stock available on the site. Go check it out, especially the hard protectors, stackable protectors, all that kind of stuff. Full disclosure, those different pop protectors were sent to me for free by Pop Protectorverse, so thank you so much to Pop Protectorverse and Wayne for sending me the free ones. I had no idea I was going to get them. I just ordered my 10 protectors, and Wayne went ahead and sent those over for me to review. So thank you so much for sending those over. I really enjoyed reviewing them. It was a lot of fun playing around and choosing which pops to go in which protectors, and I think it's something that as collectors we're all going to enjoy, especially having somewhere now reliable where you can get your pop protectors sent out to you, shipped to your door ASAP. I mean, if you get a grail, that's come in and you need something to protect it, it will be there ASAP to protect your pop. So for those protectors, those guys who are looking for stuff to protect their pops, I've had lots of people asking me where you can get good pop protectors. We now have an answer in Pop Protectorverse here in South Africa. So guys, definitely check them out. All the links will be left down below. And that about does it for today's video, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what pops you're going to protect, which of these protectors you like the most. For me, it's definitely the Grail protector and the Star Wars protector. I think those are awesome. So let me know in the comments down below, what pops do you need to protect and what's your favorite pop protector. theme version. So basically, let me know about that in the comments down below. Don't forget, guys, we are nearing our 550 subscriber giveaway, so please go ahead and enter that. I'll leave a link to that video up here. When we hit 550 subs, we are giving away this here Nebula Funko Pop. Cannot wait to give it away. Cannot wait to get to 550 subs and then move over on the road to 600. Guys, thank you so much for watching as always. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and until next time, cheers.